To another heartbreaking story. A fire in northern Kentucky killed twin 4-year-old girls and their great-grandmother.
Their home hadn't had heat for months. They used space heaters to keep warm. Investigators are now checking to see if that caused the fire. Jay Warren is live at the scene tonight after checking on why and when this family's gas was turned off. Jay?
Well, Tanya, Dustin Spencer and his family incurred a $2,000 gas bill last winter. Now, Duke Energy was working with this family to try to come up with a payment plan, but ultimately Spencer was unable to pay this. Duke Energy shut off the gas spring or perhaps even earlier, according to Spencer. And again, they were just unable to pay. Space heaters, both electrical and kerosene, could be the source of the fire that killed Dustin Spencer's twin 4-year-old girls and their great-grandmother. Spencer told 9 News that they haven't had gas service for months.
Disconnecting a customer for non-payment is our absolutely last resort. We will bend over backwards to work with customers to help them to keep the power on.
Pat Hoffman is a spokeswoman for Duke Energy.
Our policy is to work with customers to help them avoid surprises, help them have ample time to make payments or make arrangements, and really also to give them time so they don't get so far behind that they can never catch up.
Duke also has specific guidelines for disconnection during extreme cold or extreme heat.
In the summertime, we don't disconnect people when there's a heat emergency declared, heat alert by the city. And in the winter, if the weather falls, the temperature below 25 for a 24-hour period, anytime within that 24-hour period, we won't shut off. Or if there is a major storm coming.
In addition, with today's tough economic times, Duke says on a wide scale, there is good news and bad news to report about ratepayers everywhere.
Surprisingly, almost half of the money owed to Duke Energy for utility bills is in arrears, almost half. And that's a very slight uptick from last year, about 48%. Versus 46%. But the good news is our disconnects for non-payment are down about 6%. So that tells us that people are calling us and they're working with us. They're helping to really get that process started so they don't get into a situation where we have to turn them off.
Now, this situation notwithstanding, Duke says the best solution if a family feels like they're going to get behind or can't pay on time is to call as soon as you can so that Duke can begin working with you. Tanya?
Excellent advice, Jay. Thanks. As Dustin Spencer's family tries to cope with the tragedy of losing 3 loved ones in last night's fire in Ludlow, they are getting support from throughout the community. The students and staff of Ludlow Elementary School are working with the Red Cross and area churches to help the family emotionally and financially. In addition to dozens of handmade cards for 5th grader Christina Reniker, who was hospitalized with burns to her hands and face, the students insisted on helping in other ways as well.
From all sorts of different things for fundraisers, from, how can we help her get her clothes back, to Christmas presents, to even, one of the kids said we need to help them buy a new house.
If you would like to help, go to our website, WCPO.com, click on As Seen on 9.